press after the game?
Uh, Really just enjoyed it with my teammates, my family. Kind of talked about it for a little bit, enjoyed it for a little bit, and then kind of just flipped the page and moved on to the next game. Never too high, never too low, and you gotta be able to turn that page quickly.
Glad that's done. Like, was it nice to get through it?
It definitely was. I think it was even better to come out the way on top, the way we did. That's all I kind of wanted from that, and so we went there and got everything accomplished that we wanted to.
What's your relationship like with Aaron Rodgers over the years?
It's been great. I always tell A-Rod thank you. I give him a lot of credit for my career, just getting me started, getting me on the field. It was times where I wasn't seeing the field, and he would advocate for me to see the field, whether it be in meetings or in the middle of a game. So, I'm so thankful for A-Rod and what he's done for me in my career.
Would you, like, having been in the league now for a while, would you say what he did was typical of veteran quarterbacks or unusual for the amount, like sort of the level he took it to make sure that you were getting playing time?
I mean, I guess when I was new to it, so I hadn't really seen it. But when you're the quarterback, I guess you do have a lot of say in who's seeing the field, and if it's somebody you want on the field, you speak up. And it was kind of eye-opening that he was speaking up for me. And like at the time, especially being a rookie, he was a future he's future Hall of Famer. So it was just like it was wow. This is Aaron Rodgers stepping up and speaking up for me.
Have you got used to seeing him in a different colored green uniform?
A little bit. Yeah, I try to watch him as much as I can. Always rooting for him, so definitely try to watch him as much as, like I said, as much as I can. But the green, I think it looks good on him.
Have you gotten used to purple on you yet?
Oh yeah, purple. I actually wore purple in high school, so I thought I looked good in it, and then once I put it on, it just reassured that I looked good in it.
Through 4 weeks, has this exceeded your expectations?
I wouldn't say exceeded my expectations, but yeah, 50-50 in a way. I always had high standards for ourselves and aspirations, but just the way we were like clicking, meshing, playing as one, feeding off the defense, special teams, everybody just feeding off each other, playing as one. I feel like you normally don't see that happening so early in the season. So.
Did you think the team would be this good? I mean, we all had you for it, of course.
I definitely thought we'd be good. I said we had all the pieces here, even before during training camp or during OTAs when I first got here. And people were asking me, I was doing interviews, I said we had all the pieces here that we needed to be successful, and I think that's showing when you cut on the film or when Sundays come and it's time for us to take the field.
Speaking of that, just with Justin Jefferson, what have you observed from the way that he practices? Because he was talking about making catches like he does in practice and then carrying it over. Just what have you seen from him?
Definitely, he's one of the hardest working guys out there at practice, and that's why it translates to the game. He puts himself in the game in practice. So when he is in those situations in the game, it's easy. He's been there before. His mind's been there. His body. He's made those catches, and that's why he may say, "Oh yeah, that was an easy catch," or something like that. And you're like, "What? That wasn't an easy catch." But it's routine to him because that's really how he practices, and that's what he does on a daily basis.
How much pride do you and the free agents, because there's a lot of you guys who came in, pride do you guys take in what you've accomplished here? Because you're playing, and from depth guys to you, the contributions from the class is really, really high.
Definitely proud, but we haven't accomplished anything yet, so we got to keep putting one foot in front of the other, keep stacking success, and continue to get better. Because at the end of the day, it starts with the North. We want to win the North, and go on and bring the Super Bowl back here. So that's the most important thing. But I think we are taking those steps and continue to get better and better every day.
And what do you like about the screen game that you guys have been able to get going so far this season?
I feel like it just opens up everything. It's kind of easy completions, hitting yards that really aren't accounted for, and you never know. Screen can go for 10, it can go for 20, or it can hit big if you're able to get everybody out. So, and it's another way just I feel like to get the ball in space, and I like getting the ball in space.
excited for the travel? What's your?
Of course, I'm excited to go to London. I'm always excited to go play in front of a new set of fans, especially across the pond. I played there 2 years ago, and the atmosphere was amazing. So I'm looking forward to that again, going over there, seeing all the UK Vikes and all the Vikings from across the pond as well.
What was your biggest takeaway from an approach standpoint? Like, was there anything you really learned from the experience on how you'll do all your prep?
Just make sure you get your sleep on the plane, because if you don't, then it's gonna be the next day. Well, when you first get there, all of that day it's gonna be a long day. You'll see people fighting their sleep. It's kind of funny a little bit. We're in meetings and you see people dozing off, and you're like tapping them, laughing. Hi, CJ. That's my fullback, guys. No, but so it's pretty funny. So you'll be like, oh, he fell asleep on the plane, or he didn't. So 2 years ago, I only got like 2-3 hours. So this time I'm a knockout. Take advantage of it.
Is it a London leap then if you score?
I haven't thought of a name for it, but definitely, I got to give me a leap in. You know, I keep talking about it, so I got to do it. I feel like we're speaking into existence. That's all we're doing. So we keep speaking into existence. Thank you. Oh, by the way, just so you guys know, the defense told me after, I think it was because of you guys, we didn't let him score. They were like, hey, we didn't let you Lambeau leap. We didn't let you Lambeau leap. So as soon as we were taking those last knees, I think they paid attention to this a little bit. So